Assalamu alaikum dear students. Hope you will be fine and enjoying good health. Today I have selected topic Pressy writing, that is also comes in the subject of communication skills. Language has four skills: reading, writing, listening, speaking. So here the Pressy writing, as it the topic is also clear to you, that's something from the writing skill. And Pressy, what is Pressy? Advantage, its characteristic, tools, we will discuss. Yes, we may say the goals, and then here the learning objectives, that scheme to identify the main idea, scanning, differentiate among main idea and supporting details, shift the given material to identify the most important details, provide an appropriate title, and write a Pressy. Mean these are the different steps that we have to learn today. So before starting, we will have an overview about the definition. A shortening of a text in one's own word is called Pressy. Mean if the passage, or if you're reading a book or you are reading something else, you will, when you will paraphrase in your own words, in your own thinking, by using your own vocabulary, so it is called Pressy writing. The term is derived from French word précis, which means precise. Precise means something very short and brief. So here we have to keep in mind that Pressy means that description, the summary, or you may say the main idea of the whole content that you have read in the form of any phrase. Pressy gives an accurate and concise description. Might be you have read a whole chapter or you have read a whole book, so you have to write down the Pressy accordingly. If you are talking about a chapter, how many chapters the pages a chapter have, so you have to divide it. I will tell you the procedure in the next one. In fact, it is an exact reproduction. Reproduction means whatever is actually given by the writer, you are going to rephrase in your own words, by your own using the selection of words in your own vocabulary. So the ideation may be the same, but the usage of language or the deep level might be the same, but surface level with the selection of the words, it may be changed. So we may say the reproduction of the same content or same ideation. Next one is the precise writing is very useful exercise, as it gives us training in a careful reading. So when I will say or someone says that you have to write down the Pressy of the given passage, or you have to give the Pressy of the whole chapter, so you will be careful. You must have to follow some steps that I will tell you later, that which steps you will follow, and develops our capacity to discriminate between the essential and non-essential. Here they are talking about the important or unimportant, or you may say the main idea or irrelevant ideations. So discriminate mean you have to analyze that what message is important and what you can eliminate easily. So it insists on economy of words. You learn to choose your words carefully and construct your message sentence in a concise manner. A common question that comes in the mind of students, that what is the difference among Pressy and summary? When we say summary and when we say Pressy, what is the major difference? So there are the three major difference. Please keep in your mind that the first and foremost difference is a Pressy is a brief statement. Pressy is a brief statement, mean there is actually proper steps, and you may say a proper constitution of the given content. But as far as talking about the summary, summary is a short account of longer pieces. Mean if you're talking about thesis, so it depends upon the summary, or might be 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters, pages. Secondly, the précis follows the order and proportion. Yes, that I am talking, that précis is having a fixed proportion that we have to write down. Whereas a summary is free of change of any order and proportion. It depends on the writer that how much use the selection of the words and the proportion. Mean the quantity, you may say quantity and quality. For précis we may say the quality, and for summary we may say the quantity is not fixed. Next one is the third one. We may say that the another important difference between these two is the précis states only the original text. States the original text. You cannot include anything irrelevant that comes to your own mind. You have to you may say the grasp of total original material, and then you have to just change the selection of words. Whereas the summary is free of interpret the material and to comment on it. So you may say that summary you are having a free of the choice, free choice of selection of words, but whereas for the summary you are not free to write down anything. Yes, I am going to highlight this one, the major three differences. Next, I am going to talk the qualities, mean the characteristic or tools you may say of a good précis. First one is clarity, clarity of ideas, and it must be clear and comprehensible. Use a simple language and structure, and be sure that there is no ambiguity while describing the idea. Next one is objectivity. Objectivity mean that no personal opinion can be added. One must write according to the original text. Mean if you cannot add your own point of views. If you are going to argue, if you are having the favor or you are opposing the argument or the statement, you cannot include over there. But in the summary you may. So to some extent we can say that the précis is unbiased, mean we cannot give favor and it's a purely a summary of the original text. Correctness means the writer must ensure not just the fact but also the grammar. So facts is also the correct, grammar, spelling, structure and sentences, each and everything must be accurate and correct. And next one is a coherence. Coherence mean a good précis should be coherent. When we are talking about the cohesion and coherence, so here we are talking about the connection of ideas, the connection of from paragraph to paragraph, from sentence to sentence. So we may say the connection of the sentences of ideation must be clear. Next one is completeness. Completeness means the writer should include all the important facts. And next we can say that yes, I am going to highlight this one, all the important facts. No important fact can be omitted to make the summary short. So it's a very technical, it needs very technical training and practice to write down précis. It's not that you have to just fix the proportion and you can omit any important information. No, you cannot do this. Conciseness is the next one, in which we are talking about it conveys the fewest possible words, but that must convey the important facts, the information, and the flow of ideation must be the accurate. Okay, here are we have discussed the 6 major points of the good qualities or characteristic of this one. First one, clarity, objectivity, correctness, coherence, completeness, and last one is the conciseness. Now we will see the steps of how to write précis. So there are some steps. First of all, step 1 is that writer is to understand the text, to extract the main idea, to extract the main or central idea. So that is very much important, that when you will read at once, you have to highlight or you evaluate the central idea or main theme or the major subject that have been conveyed. You have to select that one. Next one is to decide whether what facts or ideas in the text are essential. Mean that you have to write down in bullets the important facts and ideas or the information, and you have to also give the notice of unimportant ideas or message. It is a good idea to underline the important terms and ideas. First one, you have to think for the topic or the main idea. Second one, you have to underline the important terms and ideas. Number 3, you have to select a suitable title, or you may say that the title mean you have to give the title of that passage. Step 4, that collect the main points and prepare first draft. That is also called the rough draft. And this is the proportion in front of you, that the 1/3 to the original text, mean whatever the text, if you are reading 3 pages or you have the chapter consists of 3 pages, or any document is having the 8 pages, so you have to divide with the 3, and then you are able to write down accordingly. If the passage in the words like 100 words, 180 words, 200 words, so you have to divide with the 3, and how many words according to the answer you will write down. Next one is ideas, opinions, conclusions, and each should be in the rough draft, mean the first draft. Later on, read the draft, mean this is they're talking about the second draft, mean you have to omit the unnecessary information. And for the step 6, you have to write down the final draft or second draft. So here are the 6 steps that we have to focus. Then number 1, you have to highlight the major theme, central theme. Second one, you will highlight the important terms and ideas. Number 3, suitable title. Number 4, first draft. Number 5, eliminate or omit the unnecessary ideas. And number 6 mean the final draft, or might be talking about the second draft or the final draft, in which you have to write down the selected material. Check to make sure that the précis has to be written in words that are your own and not of the author. Yes, this is a major work that you have to done, that whatever the ideation, the theme is given, you have to change in your own words, mean the idea will be the same, but the selection of words will be changed. So you may use the synonyms, you may rephrase the content or whatever, mean they are the different techniques. But there are some limitations that you must keep in mind. Mean the important points, the limitations or restrictions that you must not be follow, or you must not add. First one, the précis must not exceed 1/3, mean as I told you earlier that you must divide with the 3 whatever the total content, and it must not be exceed 1/3. Okay. Second one, identify the central idea and omit unnecessary details. So therefore you must be a critical reader. If you know what is important and what is not important from the original text, then you will be able to write down the central idea as well as talking about the important points. Next one, eliminate wordy expression from précis. So it must be very much formal. Avoid unnecessary repetition of ideas, repetition of words, and repetition of talking about the vocabulary. Every precis should have a short and appropriate title. Short and appropriate title. Not you may write down the whole sentence or the talking about the you have taken the whole material. Short and precise. It should be written in the words of precis writer. Talking about for the writer that you are. The main ideas of original text should be presented in the same order. The order will be the same of connection of the ideas will be same as it is given in the original text. Do not introduce your ideas. Here they are talking about the as we have discussed in the characteristic, the objective approach, and they are saying you must not use a subjective approach in which you may add your personal opinions. Do not criticize or change the author's ideas. Yes, I told you so many times, but actually it needs a practice. You could not do this until you will work on it. Always use the third person reported speech and past tense. This is actually you have to work on this one, which tense you will use and how, and by using which person, third person, first person or second person. So this is all from my side. Here I have attached some examples for you for your practice. Here is a precis for you. This is a passage, actual passage. So you may count down the 1, 2, 3 lines, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 and a half. So you have to divide it on to, with the 3. So step 1 is to identify the main idea. This is step 1. And second step is to write down the main points. And third step is to write down the suitable title. Okay, title should be the brief. Fourth one is a first draft. First draft may be the rough draft in which you might be write down as something all the important point. Fifth steps mean edit your work, mean if you think that something is unnecessary you may eliminate. Here you may see that approximately 200 words are given in the original text. So the precis cannot be exceed from 65 words after dividing with the 3. So in the first draft they are saying that 80 words are there. So you have to eliminate and might be 15 or 20 words that are unnecessary. So in the sixth step this is the final draft, and here you may see that after the first we are having 3 lines, and in this one final paragraph we have just focused the important one. Okay, here the another sample for you. Again the precis, and this is again exercise for you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this is the answer key of the given 3 paragraphs or comprehensions. So this is all from my side, and now I am going to end my session. Hope it will be clear to you that summary and precis to both are different. So in the summary there is no proportion, there is no fix of you may add your own opinions, and you may add something extra if you want. But for the precis you must be concise, you must be accurate, you must be having the use the objective approach, and it is far different from summary. Thank you dear students, hope you will practice on it and then it will be clear to you.